guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring you a review for One Piece Manga chapter 993. Let's go. So we start off the chapter in the Flower City capital, and it was just for us to know what they're doing really while everything's going on. And when the main events are taking place, we find out what the people of them are doing in the city capital. And now, for me personally, especially at this present moment in time, don't really care what the normal civilians of Wano are doing at this present moment in time. So when having these couple of pages which covered that, I couldn't help but think to myself, why are we wasting time with this? So I would prefer if this bit of the chapter was spent on some of the other stuff, extending some of the other stuff, because the other stuff was good. Some was better than others, obviously. As the chapter went on, it got better. So I would have rathered that those pages used to tell us what's going on in the capital was spent on them on extending the other stuff within the chapter. But if there was some hidden context that I missed with having this stuff in the chapter, minimize it. Could have minimized that to a page, couple panels. Not on all honesty, a page would have been enough to just let us know what's going on there rather than have a couple of pages cover it, because I really honestly think that we should have spent more time with the other stuff rather than that. So after that, we flip over to Zoro and what's his name? X-Drake. And basically what's going on within their facility is that people are turning into Onis, ice Onis. And now I find it quite ironic, because that's the word I'm looking for. Because today, within the anime, the first plague bullets, the first plague rounds was introduced into the anime. So I find it quite ironic that in the same week, the manga chapter gives us another set of plague bullets. And now these ones, like I mentioned previously, is turning people into Onis. And now the first plague rounds, Chopper came up with a cure for that. We're good, we're golden. And now I don't know, cause like the first one was like a disease. You could see that, and I'm guessing that this turned into Oni is a disease as well. But like, is it really a disease? I don't see how you would you would reverse that kind of thing. That's basically what I'm getting at there. And now, so far, no one of importance has been hit with this Oni bullet, but if someone of importance, for example, X-Drake, Zoro, any Straw Hat, anyone part of the alliance basically gets hit with this bullet, it's more than likely that Chopper or Law or any other doctor present, or a combination of all of them, will figure out a recovery for this bullet. So after that, we flip over to Luffy, Sanji. It's Luffy and Sanji that was giving me the funny moment, the jokes within the chapter, with them going back and forth with Luffy, like with Sanji, like first Sanji's like, Luffy, let me take care of this, and then Luffy's like, nah, I've got this, like you're taking too long, and kind of vibe. So the way Luffy was putting off Sanji, cussing him within this chapter, that was funny. And then you had Jinbe coming and spoil the moment, and he just rushed into there, like, don't worry, Luffy, I've got you. Then Sanji gets onto Jinbe, he's like, what you doing? You're new here. Fall back. I'm third. Me before you kind of vibe. And then Jim's like, oh, yeah, sorry, apologies. Are we going? Kind of vibe. So that on all honesty, it's because I don't like Jimby being part of the crew. It's gonna take a lot for Jimby stuff to like really impress me, but he's there as well. He was involved in the humour of the chapter. Fair play. So after that, it's just basically us finding out that King knows what's going on, basically, and he's like, yo, we need to kill Momosuke. So they're still after Momosuke because obviously when everything's said and done, they're gonna make Momosuke the new shogun. So we move on. Oh yeah, then that leads to the bit where we have Shinobu being attacked, being fairly useless, and we have Yamato hop in there to save them. And then she starts to stare down one of the Toboropo, can't remember his name, and a few people from the Beast Pirates as well. But that's when we flip over to the final bits of the chapter, which is the best stuff of this chapter, where we basically have Kaido on the floor, and then he gets up and he's basically saying, "Sorry guys, but no cigar. Sorry guys, but no cigar. Odin did it better. You guys could even penetrate this old wound." And then out of nowhere, he attacks them and leaves us on a great cliffhanger. They don't see the attack coming, but some of them do. Well, what's his name? Denjiro? I think it's Denjiro. He sees it coming, and then I guess Kiku sees it coming as well because actually, she stances up to defend herself. But then she just gets pissed, and then everyone's in shock like, "Kiku, yo!" But she gets pissed, and now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at the panel now. I've seen deadlier attacks, but it leaves you off on the cliffhanger thinking, yo, she dead, she gonna be alright, she good, she cool. I don't think she's gonna die because, in all honesty, in anime terms, that card does not look that deep at all. But the fact that Kaido just got up and he just like, yo, like it's over for you guys now, like it's a wrap. I reckon like within the chapter to come, it's Kaido's turn basically, because before he was just tanking, and now I reckon he's gonna start attacking, and this is gonna lead to the defeat, to the whitewash that I thought would have got sooner rather than later. But this is good still. But the fact that he says that all the people present, I can't remember how many people are present here, but there's like eight, like 8 people present, and they can't match up to one guy. So that really in itself is a testament to how strong Odin was. 8 people, I can't put up 8 fingers on one hand, but can't measure up to one person. It's like, wow. Odin was scary strong, scary strong. But that's it. So like I said at the very beginning, I would have preferred taking out the flower capital city stuff and extending on the good stuff. To be more specific, you could have extended the joke time between Luffy, Sanji, and Jinbe, and definitely should have extended the Kaido stuff, everything going on with Kaido. What I'm thinking on regards to that is that have the attack stuff at the very end more extended as well. And yeah, you could have just added to that and maybe left the cliffhanger more of a cliffhanger, maybe made a bit more exciting. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So I'm going to give this chapter a 3-star rating and call it a review like always. That's most for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please go to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.